Hello and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah and today I'm doing a reading for the sign of Capricorn. Hi Capricorn, how are you doing? I hope your July is going really well. Thank you for checking back. This is a reading for the last 2 weeks of July, July 15th through the 31st. Please remember, this is a general reading. There will be some parts that do not resonate. Please take the parts that do and leave the rest behind. You may also want to check out your other signs. Also, I've already meditated on the cards and I have shuffled them, and this is the spread that I have for you today, beautiful Capricorn. In the past position, we have the King of Swords, who is a blunt but fair person. So this could represent you. This could represent someone in your life. This could represent a feeling that you may have regarding some position in your life, maybe in your love life or your professional life, where you are a little bit direct. It could also, represent someone maybe in your life who's like a boss or a father figure or a teacher or a friend that maybe is a little bit older. But this is someone who has their opinion and they're not afraid to express it. This is someone who communicates, without being shy. This is definitely a very direct person, and sometimes direct people have a bad rap. In the clarifying position, we have the Tower. To make sure that I put an accent on it, this is in the clarifying position. So this is not necessarily something that you will experience directly, but it is something that you will experience indirectly, or you have experienced indirectly in the recent past. Of course, it's volatile, sudden change that is not good, because you see kings flying from this tower. The king is flying, the queen is flying, so someone is definitely being unseated from the position of power. There's some kind of a shift going on. It could symbolize false egos, being destroyed. It could symbolize or imply evolution, where the old must go so that new can come in. It's definitely volatile. It's definitely scary. In the combination here, maybe this king caused this tower moment. Maybe as a result of this tower moment, this king has, sits on his throne. But in the past, there was something you were good at, because King of Swords can be disciplined, can be fair. So there's definitely something you were an authority on. There was one thing, at least one thing, that you did really, really well. And something happened, maybe with your friendships, maybe with your boss, maybe with someone in close proximity to you. There was some kind of a truth that came out that you did not inspect it, that you did not expect, that was a major revelation to you, and as you learned it, you had a major shift, and which created a foundation on which you stand today. In the negative position, we've got the Two of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune, and of course the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is a card of kind of a duality. It is also about being in a fog, confused about something, indecisive about something, not knowing maybe what to do about something. It's maybe making a decision. Maybe it's a card about having to make a decision, but there's some information you don't know because you see the moon in the sky, and of course the moon always represents secrets. It represents something unknown, and unknown usually scares us. It might not necessarily be bad, but it scares us nevertheless. This person has Two of Swords in their hand, and this person has their eyes kind of covered. So it's self-inflicting blindness, or something you don't want to admit maybe to yourself. The Wheel of Fortune is a very, very positive card, and even in the negative position, even in the obstacle position, it suggests that things are moving. This is not necessarily bringing anything bad to you. This is not necessarily, it's clarifying through moving, meaning one thing happens, another thing happens. And as things move, you may find that you could be happy that things are progressing, or you could, be not so happy. It depends on each and every individual situation. Think about what is worrying you. Think about things moving along in as far as, whatever anxiety, maybe you have a little bit of anxiety at work and there's movement happening at work. Do you think that's going to benefit you? Do you think that's not going to benefit you? But the reason is, the Wheel of Fortune is a very, very positive card, but the Two of Swords is not. And it suggests that there is a problem rising up, that you're being aware more and more of a toxic situation. You're being aware more and more that something is coming to an end, and the end is kind of being brought about by this Wheel of Fortune. What can you do to use it to your advantage? Is there anything you could possibly do? I would probably kind of go in that mind frame. In the present position, you've got the Queen of Wands. Very, very wonderful person who's giving you advice. It suggests to me that the Queen of Wands is that's what it is about, is someone who has authority. It could be even you who's reaching deep down to seek inner knowledge and get part of that wisdom, maybe from the past, maybe reaching to that discipline that you've had before, maybe reaching to that talent that you've had before, or it could mean that you are surrounded by someone maybe in your personal life or your professional life, that is very magnetic and passionate and probably most likely physically attractive. It's a card of confidence, ambition, card of happiness, very, very positive card. And of course, here is the Nine of Wands. Oh, I'm sorry, Nine of Pentacles. This is a card of... It's automatically very good as far as the financial side of things. It suggests to me that you'll have enough. Whatever you need, you'll have enough, and you will most likely use it towards a goal that you have that is helping you kind of move forward and progress. This is a card of abundance. It's a card of working hard for the lifestyle that you want. But, as with anything, this can have a little bit of a negative effect in terms of Nine of Pentacles could be a little bit materialistic. So it could be that you're a little bit too focused on materialistic side of things, like buying shiny new things, and using those shiny new things to separate yourself from the outer world or from the dangers of the world, which is not a good thing. But it could also just mean that you have enough money and to pay your bills. Maybe you're even getting some extra money. This is a very good card for your career and for your money. And of course, the Queen of Wands is also as well, but she's a passionate person. So make sure that if you are taking advice from someone, you see these different aspects. See the money aspect, see the aspect of maybe, are you spending too much time in your career and not enough on personal development? Making sure that you have a good career leaves you pretty alone in your off time. Having enough friends is and having maybe supportive people around you is definitely very, very important. And they're kind of like a career as well. You have to work on them throughout your life in order to benefit from them as you near the end of your life. In the future outcome, we have a wonderful King of Cups. This is a Scorpio card. This is someone who is very much in charge of their emotions, and this person is a good deal maker. This person is liked by most. He's quite popular. This person is warm and kind. This could represent you, or this could represent someone in your life. It's interesting that you have a queen and a king here. It could suggest that there's maybe a husband and wife team, or like a sister and brother team. There's some kind of a pair, I feel, that is associated here. And maybe you have a strong influence in your career, who happens to be a woman, and a strong influence at home who happens to be a man, and they're kind of like helping you, giving you advice, sharing, things to help you achieve your goals. The Six of Swords here, however, it's a card of Aquarius, and Aquarius can be a little bit in their head sometimes, a little too much, not feeling your best in this card. So this is a card that it's a departure card, basically. So this to me could suggest that you are moving something, because you're moving away because you have received the advice from this person, and you maybe have realized that you are in a little bit of a toxic environment, and so you are putting distance between someone and you, or something in you. And maybe you are considering changing careers. Maybe you're on your way. Maybe you're thinking about it. Maybe you're thinking about learning a new skill, doing something new that you haven't always done. This card suggests that you are retreating because you're emotionally overwhelmed. And the King of Cups here is giving you advice that has very much to do with your emotions, that is very much to do with your balance. But I feel like in this future outcome that you're moving towards something good, really, really good, and really you're leaving toxicity behind. You have these powerful figures. I mean, you've got one king, you've got another king, you've got a queen. This is definitely authority figures who may be in and around your life, that have had influence on the direction that your life is going. And of course, it's important to pay attention to advice, but the only person that really knows what's right for you is you. Because in this present, we've got the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles, while this person does have money and financial security, this person is alone. So maybe spending too much time in the career is not a good thing. That is, of course, up to you. Some people prefer, to work alone and to focus on their career. So again, you take what applies to you and leave the rest. I also pulled 2 energy oracle cards. Let's see what they have for us. And it says Angel of Love and the Sun. I mean, come on, this is amazing. The sun brings blessings to the earth, and this card portends blessings in your own life as well. Just as the sun nurtures the earth, bringing new life in the spring and summer, this is your time for new beginning. The onset of a nurturing new light in your life, the light of divine inspiration and personal growth. This card often marks a time of great creativity, bringing the culmination of an important new project, such as the birth of a baby, or the writing or publication of a book, or even the birth of a new you. Now is the time to put your energy into expressing your truth and your vision. Visualize the light of divine love pouring into your heart and mind like the rays of the sun. The future you want to create, and know the sun is shining on your intentions now. I mean, this is a super amazing, very promising, very inspirational, very hopeful card. Wonderful card. And of course, Angel of Love. This beautiful angel comes with roses in her hair and rose-colored wings. She holds a rose quartz heart, radiating tender and loving vibrations, bringing you compassion and affection. If you're looking for new love, this angel brings a message of its upcoming approach. Or if you're longing for a deeper, more intimate connection with someone already in your life, she's here to say that far greater tenderness is available to you. Either way, remember that your first intention for tenderness must be directed inward, and the compassion that you demonstrate toward yourself will influence the energetic potential of these events in a significant way. The angel of love is smiling on you and forging connections in the energetic realm. I mean, the divine, I think, has noticed for a long time, how much hard work and how you've done and how much you've overcame over these past few years, and of course before. I mean, this is an amazing message from the divine. This is just the most incredible cards you could, wish for. Let's see what ancestors and angels have for us. I also pulled 2 ancestors and angels cards, and it says Fire Guardian, ignite your passions, and High Priest, intend and create. So, the Fire Guardian is to me, a confirmation of the Angel of Love card. There's going to be some kind of a romantic connection that is coming up to you. That does not mean you're going to have some will have a wonderful, amazing love relationship, but some of you will probably be on your way. That doesn't mean that you're going to have a immediate love, but there's definitely love in the air. Maybe you've been noticed, maybe someone is looking at you, maybe someone is thinking about you. This definitely suggests to me that you have someone's eye. The High Priest is a card that says recognize that you have the power to change your life. Face your fear and align with the light. You are a bridge between heaven and earth, and it's important for you to know that you are more powerful and connected than you may think. Everything you are giving attention and energy at this time is creating your way forward. There have been some setbacks, but accept these as experiences that have led you to a deeper understanding of yourself and your spirit. Know that you are being guided by the ancestors to direct your thoughts and energies towards what you want to grow. And if you want your project to grow, if you want love to grow, direct your energy, direct your thoughts, which can be actually work. Sometimes meditating can be work. Sometimes recognizing that your thoughts are self-critical or self-disparaging in some way is very important. Healing and recognizing that we're not perfect, that you are unique and that you are beautiful and that you deserve love, and there is someone for everyone. It just depends on your perspective and the way you feel inside. As long as you believe in yourself, as long as you believe that you deserve, and sometimes we doubt ourselves, sometimes we have fear. Remember that fear is a wonderful sensation. Every time you feel fear, stop and recognize that you are feeling fear, and remember that that is glorious because you are living. If you did not feel fear, you would not be alive. Fear is a very useful emotion. All you have to do is learn how to chip away at it, how to overcome it, and recognize it. Fear makes you stronger. Fear makes you brave and courageous, and it makes you overcome obstacles. So make sure that you recognize it and you feel feel happy. If you feel fear, you're alive, and it's good. If you did not feel fear, then that would be a very, very big and terrible problem. Let's see what the universe has for us. I also pulled two messages from the universe card deck, and they are: my energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. I mean, this is exactly what the High Priest is trying to tell you. And I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am love and miracles are natural. So, make sure that self-criticism is under control, because when you start doubting yourself too much, you are an amazing, a wonderful, beautiful, unique being, and it's important to recognize that you're full of love, and that you have much love to give, and that you also have much love to receive. So, making sure that you constantly have these high vibrations is important. It's kind of like motivation and, similar things. You have to remind yourself every morning and every evening that you are an amazing person. So there's absolutely no reason that your dreams cannot come true. And of course, in this spread, I mean, these are just wonderful messages from the divine. My energy creates my reality. If you focus on the positive, then you get the positive. I don't know if you've noticed of late, but attitude of gratitude is very, very is very, very important. The more gratitude you practice, which is a feeling that you remind yourself of, the more gratitude that you have, the more the less you're blind. The more gratitude you have, the less you're blind. And when you're not blind and you are able to see many different things in front of you, your energy then becomes busy with taking care of that rather than being maybe negative. Make sure you stay away from negative people. Make sure you stay away from people who self-criticize too much. It's very, very important to focus on positive things. And I think you are staying away because, the Six of Swords here says that you're moving towards calmer waters, that you are seeking emotional stability, emotional balance, which I think you will have. So the 2 weeks of July, the last 2 weeks of July, I see that you're going to have a wonderful 2 weeks. You're most likely going to be working a little too hard. Make sure you take a day or two for a little mini vacation if you can, but I don't see any particular terrible red flags. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Also, please check back for the August monthly readings, which I'll be doing shortly in the next few days. Also, please feel free to leave any comments. I love all feedback. Again, if you enjoyed this reading, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.